Hello everybody and welcome to the Dead Unicorn. My name is Corey. This is the Tabletop Role-Playing Game Club and we are playing Gunslinger Knights. I am joined with James, Logan, Howard, and Brenna. We have two people out, Manticore and Brownie. Maybe Brownie will be joining us later, but Manticore is going to be out for a couple months. I'm going to have to change this entire thing, so I'll pull her off since she's gone for months. That is a shame, and we have to figure out some things because of that. But hey, this game is still going to be on Tuesday. We're going to still, this is where it is. I am still sick. I stopped. We had a big break in the game, mainly because I came down with tuberculosis, which takes forever for you to get over. And I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I I still have it, and I may be coughing a little, and I apologize for that. And I will try and hit my mic and turn it off anytime I feel a coughing fit coming on, like right now. But I want to keep gaming, and I want to keep making cool stuff for you guys. So let's get to it. Speaking of cool stuff for you guys, if you like the Cypher system, every month I put out a guide to update an old Dungeons and Dragons adventure into the Cypher system. So if you like the Cypher system and you like fantasy roleplay, or if you just want to find new tools to use your old adventures, go ahead and check it out on my Patreon. It's $5 a month to subscribe to the magazine, and you can buy back issues for in the shop. They're a little more expensive as back issues to incentivize you to subscribe to my Patreon so I can get some regular cash into this channel and make it better. Make this a true little club that is funded and feels great. And yeah, that's my plan for this year. Make this channel a good channel. We'll see how that goes. I am notoriously bad at doing that sort of thing. So let's talk about this game and where we are in it and what you guys remember. So you're in an adventure called the Vile Heart. This is probably the last part of the Vile Heart before we move on. You are in a giant fortress that looks like a heart or some sort of organ. Inside, there are weird creatures. It is like terraforming the landscape, and there were weird creatures here, and they were being commanded by these other creatures called the Veen, who are using telepathic commands and use telepathic technology. James's character, Leonis, has ripped out pieces of this technology from the organic heart fortress. He has just done that to something that is on top of this pedestal. And you guys are inside the heart. I'm going to go to the map view so people can see what's inside this map. There it is. So you guys at home can see the beautiful map and what's going on inside. As you can see, this map kind of uses squares for some reason, and we all know hexes are better. So I put hexes there because hexes are good and squares suck.
Squares with square.
Yeah. And I could like even remove hexes and have free movement. But I think all of you guys would get frustrated with the interface and not know how to use it and be like, how much do I move? How do I know how much I'm moving? I think you would all like just be freaking lost, and you would have to learn it again and again every single time you played. Even though it's the far superior way to move, I don't think you guys have the time for that, especially Brenna. Yeah.
Called out.
I have the memory of
a reason you're just
housefly.
calling us all out rather than just saying, I don't think that we do well with this and then moving forward?
Because
You mean?
Because we gotta be good with technology, guys.
You gotta get that runtime, guys.
Yeah, but when it comes to little details like that, I got the same brain as an orange house cat.
Yep, James is right there too.
That's why I see you. I see you.
I do want to make like more add-ons to this, if you know, to make this more streamlined and more cool. But I don't know if that's gonna just make it more complicated and thus like worse for you guys rather than.
I don't mind being guinea pig, especially as I do have these issues. I can help you with the user friendliness.
Anyways, hey, let's introduce your characters. We'll start with Howard. Introduce your character, your bike, your all of the things.
All right. Hey, y'all. I'm Shaw. I'm just like your friendly guy that just wants to help people, and I'm one of these gunslinger night dudes. I drive Zaptastic. That's that big one behind you. That bike with the big wheel all the way around it. That's mine. And then I shoot people with this thing, and I call it Happy New Year because it says it on the side of it. I'm not even sure what that means, but it is kind of fun. And normally I hang out with my best friend there, Manta, or Vizzy. I think your character name is Vizzy, not Manta. But I guess she's busy today, so I guess we'll talk to Leonis.
As a suggestion to you, Corey, Vizzy goes and does the back trail on Princess Katie and the people we sent that way. Hey, I play Leonis Farstrike, tough Stormbringer who carries the banner of Argonne and is currently getting headbutted by my cat. I wield Thunderous Mercy, as that's the only mercy my enemies get. While riding Whispering Lightning, a weird beast form bike that has Volt Wolf features, and instead of spokes, actual lightning. And I'll throw it over to Logan.
I am playing Elric the Penitent, a disgraced Knight of the Order who lives to serve not only in the same aspect as other knights, of course, but is on his own little bit of a penitent crusade of punishments of sort. He wields... It's been so long, I need to look at my sheet. He wields his heavy rifle, Blessed Heavy Rifle, the Hand of Judgment, a long lever gun, and rides a very simple and, one might say, disposable in design crafted steed known as Redemption. Very much in contrast to the others' embellished bikes. And I will throw it to
Brenna.
It's just Brenna, yeah. It's a small group today, man.
Saving the best for last.
Saving the best for last.
I am Brenna, and I am playing Honor Dawnfire. She is a fearless Stormbringer of Lithia who works miracles. She rides For Glory, which is sort of a has iridescent blue-black molded flames along the front of her bike, and she wields Soul Shear. But yeah, making a healer with the trait of fearless is never a good idea. And that is Honor, and we have another kitty.
Mm-hmm. I believe that's Matches, right? No, that's not Matches. That's the other one. What's that one's name?
L.
Okay.
So fluffy.
Big floof tail.
She is a big fluffy girl. Say something.
As I recall, we were settling in for a 10-hour rest here, and only Princess Katie had used her recovery roll for that. and we were going to sit down and do some role play of that before we continue with.
Oh yeah, y'all wanted to go inside there and do a full long rest. So y'all can kind of come on in.
If you unpause the game.
Oh, I can unpause the game. By the way, you'll notice that the hexes seem twice as small as the squares, and that is because the squares are 10 feet and not 5 feet.
Gotta love it.
So even the measurement of these squares are off. They're not good. The squares are not good.
As we settle in to take our 10-hour rest, the more observant members of our party will notice that I position myself in such a way that I could leap to help assist anybody in the room at a moment's notice, except for Elric. And Elric himself would notice that that's because you can't jump in every direction at once. Someplace has to be sacrificed, and it's obvious I trust him to survive long enough for me to get there. But after settling in, I look over and go, okay, Shaw. Your concern for your fellow knights does you a great service, but your lack of trust does not. But at the same time, you haven't been with us long enough for us to have earned that trust. Perhaps by sharing our stories, we could get a little better on that. What do you think?
Did I do something that indicated I don't trust you?
You tried to break down the door when I sealed it to keep you out. You didn't trust me to do my job in here.
I honestly don't remember. It's been so long, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I can fill you both in, because I took notes. So the party had got separated.
I had sealed the door behind me to deal with the artifact on my own.
And where was it? There was some issue because Shaw was worried about Leonis. And Leonis just said that as you know, I'm going to take care of myself. Yeah, they're basically the whole party was kind of bickering, but that was the main contention point between you two.
So I feel like that's like a two-way street, like you mentioned, because you didn't do anything to earn trust any more than I guess I would have.
That's why I
You
said...
just grabbed something and ran off by yourself? So, yeah.
That's why I said that perhaps we just haven't been around each other enough for that trust to have built. And maybe sharing our stories can help with that. So I will begin. And as you may be able to tell from my features, I am not descended from Castle True stock. I am Sakaran. And I am the first Sakaran to become a Gunslinger Knight. Back when I was around 8 or so, the age most get chosen to be squires, my village was attacked by a tentacled monstrosity from the ocean. A group of 8 Gunslinger Knights rode into the village and stopped the attack. But at the end, brush against that tentacle scar on my face a little bit, and then in the end, I was the only member of my village to have survived, and the man who became my lord was the only knight to survive. He saw something in me, though, brought me back to Castle True, and argued until they let him take me as his squire. I overheard some of these arguments. It seems there are some in our leadership that have recognized a painful truth. Eventually, the last knight descended from Castle True will fall. In order for the order to continue, others must be brought in. So I have been trained as a disposable weapon. The tip of the spear. Much like Elric is the bulwark, I am the spear. I'm trained in magic, scouting, and maintenance, all the things needed to operate on my own entirely. Having those around me to help is a great blessing. But I have... Elric and Honor can both tell you of some of the things they've seen me survive, and it would not be courteous to brag on myself like that. But if you are worried about me being able to survive something, relax. I'll be able to handle myself, or at least survive long enough to return.
All right. Next time I'll let you just blow it up then. Although if you do blow up, it's on you.
Always.
Well, I would say we do take more risks with this team than maybe other night squads do. You are exactly correct.
I mean, you
When
do
we
have
blow up,
Logan,
it is...
your character does have a giant hole through his mechanical
Yeah,
parts.
yeah. Oh, he's like gesturing to the giant stab wound and all the other damage he's incurred in this battle. We do follow exactly as you said. When we blow up, proverbially or otherwise, it is our own responsibility for those actions. If it works out in our favor, excellent. If not, we knew the cost.
And not to
we knew the
speak
risks.
ill of the 8 or more members of our order we've recovered the bodies of. Perhaps if they had been a bit more aggressive, they might have survived. But I do not know what led them to their actual ends, so...
Even amongst gunslingers, everybody's got talents that they're good at. And, that's not always the same thing. My thing generally is surviving and being the big guy. And when he's standing up, by the way, he's almost like 7 feet tall. He's a ridiculously huge human being. So I was raised to believe, but my uncle, he's actually not of the Kobold like myself. He's of the Forest. I almost said phosphorus. Close enough, whatever. But he instilled in me at a very young age that because I was bigger than all the other kids my age, that my job would always be to protect anyone smaller than me. And I've always held to that. And that's what I do. So when I see someone running off, it looks like they're trying to take one for the team. If I can take it instead, I'll do it.
Then I think you and Elric both have a lot to learn from each other, as you have much in the same mindsets. Just as Honor and myself learn from each other on many things.
It goes without saying that I was not born half machine. There is much I have learned from my mistakes and the mistakes of my team. But this one has proved slightly more reliable. He's kind of like Josh and glancing around at the party. I know that you all have my back as much as I have yours. And hopefully, by the end of this journey, and maybe the next, we can all share that same kind of camaraderie and understanding of each other's capabilities.
All right.
Elric, you've not really shared your story before. Care to now? If it is too much, I
Most knights
withdraw.
do brag of their scars, don't they? I was young and stupid, and I would often charge into places I didn't belong with my skill level, with my easily irritable nature that I used to possess. And I paid the cost. My team paid the cost. My friends laid down their lives to save me, and I'll not have that happen again. That's all I will say.
Nod. Honor?
Well, as you said, we all know the age at which we typically become squires. However, I was effectively squired to my parents pretty much as soon as I could walk, as both of my parents are knights. And I was trying to figure out what the
Well, same thing I got.
I'm playing with cat.
gotcha. Because I did send you a message in the sidebar, and so I was like going, "Oh, you answered the question." Sorry. Sorry. No. Cats, very important. Squirrel. So.
Yeah, you can have that. We'll make that canonical.
Awesome. She goes, my mother is Knight Commander Hella Kiefer, and my father is, she quickly looks up the name that she had just come up with, Knight Garefast the Resolute of Dawnfire. So... and you would at least recognize the Knight Commander's name of Hella Kiefer because she is the head of the Commandery of Oron.
If you guys make up knights, I'm fine with that. I'm perfectly okay with that. But let me know so I can turn them into real NPCs, because there's a non-zero chance you will meet them, because there are maybe 100 knights total. Like, you guys... The knights aren't a huge order. So yeah.
So the fact we found nearly 10 of them dead so far is a pretty hard blow.
Yes.
And a great celebration, we were able to save 4.
So
wait, 10 are dead? What 10?
I'm confusing. We had the 3 or 4 when I first joined that were found dead bodies.
That was
at the roadways.
That was 4.
The ones that were dead in Barracks Hall.
No, there were none dead in Barracks Hall.
Oh, I thought there was like 1 or 2.
Oh,
okay.
You say
those were definitely bodies, but not necessarily ours.
Right, and then that's where we saved the 4. Then the Blue Knight, there was 1 or 2 that were defectors.
Well, the Blue Knight was a defector.
Yeah.
We don't count defectors.
It's still a loss.
It's a loss of a knight still. But the people under her were like people that were... Oh, pardon me, I got little bits of cat hair everywhere now.
Protein.
The people that were under her that you fought were more like support staff, like just regular guards and squires and such like that.
Okay.
That
still means
knights.
that in our time, 5 or 20% of the order have been found dead. or had to be killed for being a defector.
Yes.
5%.
And
5? Oh, yeah, you're right. 5. Yeah. All right, I went the wrong way.
Mind
math is
you,
hard.
there are a lot of support staff, and squires do become knights. So you can... Yeah. But if you make up a knight, let me know so I can make that character. All right. Back to...
What Honor just said about the Grand Master of the one place being her mother, I trained under her for a while, about a month. Basis in magic, since my own lord did not have that skill.
Yes, she. So I've had a fair bit more extensive training than some. However, having grown up effectively inside Castle True, that has protected me somewhat from many of the horrors that are out there. And do we hit everyone?
Yes, everyone's story has been told.
Okay.
Though, of the things we have done since we have met with each other, to add to your knowledge, Shaw, that it has been alluded to by Honor, we encountered the ghost of a Sakaran wizard at one point, and his knowledge got put in my head.
How is your head doing, by the way?
I don't have his specific memories. I just have his knowledge of magic. It's an odd feeling when I look at it, because I know it is not my knowledge, yet it acts as if it is.
So at this point, Howard, I need to give you some information that your character would have that you have not been privy to out of character.
Does it start with what's a Sakaran, or do I still need to look that one up?
So you're in the world of Sakara, and a Sakaran is a native to this world.
Ooh.
Gunslinger Knights are not native to this world. They come here from...
I remember reading that in the book, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But what I'm going to talk to you about here is your group, that includes yourself and Vizzy, were led by a knight named Eladin. And you were the first group of knights to go and figure out what's happening with the Endless Winter. You found the artifact of the Winter Grail. But the problem was that there was a Veen there that was attacking you guys and trying to unlock the power of the Grail. The Veen found it first. And in order to keep the Veen from taking off with it, or like absconding with it, or unlocking its power, Eladin was able to use, he said during the battle that some sort of ghostly wizard was helping him and unlock the power of the Grail to freeze everything, including yourself. And that is why you were frozen in that jail cell, is because, your Elder Knight froze you to keep the Grail out of the hands of the Veen.
Okay.
So this ghostly wizard is probably the same as this Barrett character that James is talking about.
Well, that's good, because it means he's probably a helpful ghost. Because I was wondering for a moment if that meant he was possessed by an evil ghost wizard, and that would be bad.
I do know that Barrick had a hatred for the Veen even stronger than our order has. And our order has a pretty strong hatred for the Veen. In fact, his hatred was what was keeping him here. But after transferring his knowledge to me, he seemed to be at peace, finally.
Bretta. Click, clack, click, clack, click, clack.
And then you muted to talk.
Okay, because I swear it literally says right now, disable audio.
Wow.
like it was saying like, okay, click to disable or enable, and apparently it got backwards. I am so sorry about the
It's all right.
And I doubt we will hear from Beric again.
Hey, well, do I know how long I was frozen?
No, you have no idea how long you were frozen.
I suppose now's a good time to ask.
But it was probably from what you guys know, they have been frozen for a week.
Oh, not like, yes, we are your great grandchildren. Holy shit!
No. That said, James, you have the Winter Grail with you.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I haven't had a need to use it, so...
Well, you don't know what it does. You haven't even checked it out.
And I feel extremely honored that the Castle True decided after we went back with it to leave it in my care.
No, that's the Earth Sword. You never went back to Castle True after you got the Winter Grail.
Oh, that's right, because we immediately heard about this place and had to come take care of it.
Exactamundo.
And now we should get as much rest as we can.
All right. Anybody else want to do any more role play before we do the rest rolls?
The person I want to talk to is not here.
I know.
You guys,
right?
It's like a huge part of my background.
I know. So, what I want you to do is y'all can go to the combat tab and hit the heart button to fill up all of your recovery. So once you get to 10, you I don't know if it automatically unchecks everything, but otherwise you can uncheck everything.
Oh. Yeah, it says I don't have any recovery rolls left, so you have to
But
manually
it does have a cycle system on the end.
Yeah,
to reset.
the little cycle button does that.
I'll recheck them and I'll try the cycle button. Yep. I could have done that instead.
Okay. While you are resting, I want if y'all are checking out your surroundings and stuff like that still, make a intellect perception roll or an intellect medicine roll. I don't care which. It's going to be level. Let me add the level here. Let me try and do this little level difficulty tool. I want it to be level 5. So let's...
I'm going to be very focused when I'm done resting on making ammo, as I don't have it. I have 2 shots. So.
Well, you don't have tools to make ammo.
Yes, I do. What happened to my tools?
We don't have resources, more like.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have the resources, the gunpowder and that sort of thing.
Well, how's he been making ammo? What did you use?
I was able to try in the one room that actually had resources for that, and I failed.
And wasted the resources as a result.
Okay.
Well,
So you should have a difficulty in. It should be an intellect roll. If you have any skill in medicine or perception, you can use those skills. You can always use effort if you want.
Let me know if you need some assistance on your rest rolls.
I didn't need much, so getting only a 2 isn't that big a deal to me. I'm only down a grand total of 7 points at this point, so...
That's my intellect. And
I get a minor effect with mine.
Ooh.
recovery roll. 7 points.
Which
no, I understood. I thought you were saying just reset it like we just rest until we're good. No.
carries a banner of Argon. A minor effect suggestion is restore 2 points to my might pool. I'd like to take that one.
Okay. That sounds good. All right, guys. I don't think Brenna made her roll.
I
Yeah.
did make my roll. I got back 5.
No, perception
Oh, perception. No, I didn't. Sorry.
or
I was
medicine, whatever you want to do.
still updating the notes. Perception. That is just a. What's it for me? Because I have, if I remember correctly, there it is.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, stats again.
Only one person. Wait, Shockwave hasn't made his unless he doesn't want to. Doesn't care.
Yeah, if I'm not going to be doing anything else, might as well look around.
Yeah.
You said perception, right?
Perception or medicine, whichever you got.
And if you don't have either, it's just an intellect roll.
Well, I will go with medicine because that's just an intellect roll. I am not perceptive. Like I have an inability.
Yes.
Did you say the difficulty?
It should be there in
There's
your
a 5.
on your sheet.
Oh, it's already there? All right.
Yeah.
I'll just roll it.
All right.
Still not bad.
So this is a subtle thing. I'm gonna
Looks like Leonis is the only one to notice it.
I'm gonna send it to just Leonis then.
Yeah. I didn't want to spend any effort when I just got stats back finally. Y'all shouldn't be counting on me to notice things.
Same.
Get up, walk over towards that part on the wall, and look a little closer.
It is exactly what I have said. Unless you have a specific question to ask about it.
Honor, why would this be bruised? I didn't hit anything when I was in here earlier.
She
It seems to be dying.
She takes a look at what he is indicating, and she's going to give it an intellect check.
Okay. I'll give you Yeah, I'm gonna put that as your difficulty for this. For studying it. Right on the button. So I'll send you some information.
Ooh, snickety.
Do you think maybe by removing the telepathic skull in this room, I've started this place dying?
One could hope.
The Vino do seem telepathic in nature, at least to a certain extent.
Does this thing have like veins? Maybe we just like slit a vein and let it just bleed out.
It just seems to be a big mass of flesh.
Gross.
I mean, if we dig into the walls, we might find such a thing, but I don't hear what sounds like cardiovascular happening, or even breathing for that matter.
And no blood seemed to really spurt out when we did damage to the walls and to the structure.
We could just start digging, see what happens.
Pretty sure Vizzy already tried that.
She tried with her mouth.
That also sounds like her.
There we go. I'll just use the word. That word. That.
Okay, so this area seems to be not getting enough nutrients. I think this is a thicker wall. So maybe it's diverting its energy to more fragile systems. But not entirely certain if that would be why it's not feeding this area enough. Granted, that would be assuming that anything about this place followed logic, but it's my best guess.
Well, you had a dagger lit out earlier.
The question though is, where would it be concentrating its energies, and why?
Elric,
Yes.
you got that dagger you lit out earlier?
Do I?
Either you have it or Vizzy has it, but you're actually here to answer the question.
Well, I think I.
I have a dagger as well.
I think I.
Vizzy just.
That was part of my ammo materials that I failed with.
Yeah, I think so.
No.
Vizzy does not have a dagger on her equipment list.
All right.
Remember, if you
Yeah,
get something,
for your dagger.
put it on your equipment list.
I take a knife out and go, you need a knife?
Yeah, I pull out one too.
Either one. Whichever one looks
We're
better.
both right here and we're both holding one out. So
I take a dagger and I walk up to the wall and I just start cutting it and opening it around that bruised area that y'all are looking at.
All right. Make a might check with this difficulty.
You ready?
Mm-hmm. All right. The wall is too tough for you to pierce with the knife, just like the outside walls.
Well, hang on. I put the dagger on it, and I pull out a hammer, and I try it that way. And I
All right.
hammer into the back of the dagger.
I'll allow another roll with this difficulty. Might check.
You stab it with
All
your
right.
steely knife.
Boom!
There you go. All right. You hit it. Bam! And it plunges itself in, and gobs of, like, ichor and, like, whatever this thing has for blood starts pumping itself out in a really gross way. What do you...
That's kind of a key part of ichor, the ick factor.
So you were doing it around the bruise?
Yeah, I was trying to open it up so we get a better look for our medical people here that are checking it out.
So you're not doing in the bruise, you're doing around the bruise.
Right, yeah.
So you're trying to cut it out.
Yeah, well, just... I want to open it up so if you open right next to the bruise, I figure we'll be able to see what it looks like on the inside from the bruise side and the not bruise side.
Oh.
If that makes sense.
Okay.
So,
Well,
down the line.
You with the hammer, you have done two levels of damage, which makes it, I believe, wounded for an object. So objects have 4 wound levels, and when you surpass the first one, you do 1 wound level. For every 2 levels above that, you do another wound level. So you've done 2 wound levels to it, which opens it up nicely, and you can, like, biopsy it if you want from this.
Y'all want me to keep going, or?
I'll grab one side of the wound and pull, and Shaw, you grab the other, and then let Honor get a good look in there.
I do that.
Because Honor's actually our medical expert.
As
Oh,
soon as I
there's
can
your knife back there, Leonin. You might want to wipe it off.
So, Honor is not going to get any additional information other than the veins here or the where the blood flow comes in. For the regular area are open, and the ones in the bruised area or necrotic area, they have shrunk or collapsed to keep
Atrophy?
blood from coming there. The thing is at the periphery, you notice that one of the veins is slowly closing a little farther down the line, as if this is a ongoing process.
Hey, I think we gave it cancer.
One could always hope.
The whole fortress, everybody feels like a slight rumbly shift.
Rumbly's not ever good, is it?
No.
Are we at the end of our 10-hour rest at this point?
Pardon?
Are we at the end of our 10-hour rest at this point?
Sure. You can move on if you like.
I think we should probably hurry up then.
I agree with that. Immediately, pack up anything that's loose.
Clean off my knife. And then we'll head out and continue heading south.
Yep.
Okay. Y'all can continue to move down the hallways.
Do we want to move south?
Again, you notice that the walls, the type of material or the type of tissue changes at these stairs going down. They're irregular stairs because it's all organic. And a new type of tissue is making up this area.
Oh.
That Leonis can see if everybody's comes this way. Our two other characters will take up the rear, so they'll guard you from behind to make sure you're not waylaid from behind.
I see a door to the east, and there is more passage to the south heading west.
Another door this way.
I see a left and a right. I don't have a compass.
Let's check out the door, perhaps.
All right. Head over. Wait for the rest of the crew to get up behind, and then open door.
All right.
I have my gun drawn just in case.
Before you go in, let me read the description of this room. Ooh, the fog room. As the door to this room opens, a strange purple fog rolls out. Hanging from the hook in this room is a mass of colorful feathers.
That was it? Okay, I thought there was going to be something else.
Someone put a round in that.
I mean,
Boom.
just give me the knife. All right. I'm just wasting ammo.
All right. So who shot that?
I did.
Okay. You can make a level. I'm gonna say it's a level 1 roll if you want. If it automatically reduces to 0, it's an automatic hit. If it doesn't, please make a roll. A speed roll. If you have any skill or use any effort, it automatically hits.
I am trained in blessed weapons, so yeah, auto hit.
Okay. Boom. It hits. Your slug goes in it. A whole bunch of feathers kind of as the thing swings from the ceiling.
Does candy come out?
It doesn't seem to have moved. It seems to have already been dead, whatever it was.
Reach under, pull my shirt up over my nose to kind of ward against the fog somewhat, and then go in to check this thing out.
All right. Anybody else going on in?
I'm gonna let other people because I am learning not to be so reckless. But I'm definitely standing near the door.
You're standing near the door. And what about Elric, the penitent? Where is he standing?
Elric is going to follow up towards the door, but he's not going to go in because it doesn't seem like there's much in there to do, at least for him, with his not great perception. And
I need everybody to make a might defense roll against this fog. Leonis, you get an asset for putting something in the way. And those at the door also gain an asset for not being inside the room.
Which means, Brenna, you can delete that and re-roll that because he hadn't fully told you all your things.
Yeah.
Is a might defense roll different than a regular might roll? Do I have to change something?
If you have
I have might training in it, so
if you have the might defense skill, you can use that. Otherwise, no.
Oh, okay. Let me look at my skills. Nope. Nope. I die.
Okay, so we have a GM intrusion.
she hadn't said that. You hadn't told her she got the asset when she hit the roll button initially, so
it's not a reroll. I can.
Oh.
Yeah, that first roll works.
An asset.
Unless you want to spend a hero point to reroll it.
No. Not gonna...
Did myself, Logan, and Howard get a hero point for being here 5 before start?
Yes, but not Brenna. She was late.
And sorry, I should know better than to listen to James.
Okay.
I speak reasonable nonsense, but still nonsense.
For Shaw and for Honor, you begin hearing faint voices as you can hear somebody calling for help in another room.
Uh-oh. I think we got some attention there, folks.
Does it sound like it's coming from one of the other rooms that are beyond this room, or go backwards?
It's coming from back this way. Also,
Okay.
there is a GM intrusion, and I need to explain what happens for the GM intrusion. And it's centered around Brenna's character. So, let me just check here. Let me check on Brenna's character sheet.
Check it out.
All right. Everybody kind of notices, except for Shaw and Brenna, who are distracted by voices. But Elric and Leonis notice that Honor's bag is dripping.
Honor, your bag. It's leaking something.
Yeah. Y'all don't hear that?
Guys,
Let's start heading that way.
they're hurting us.
Oh, hear what?
you know, those voices are like, meow, 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 Benny, meow, you know, voices.
Help us, they're hurting us.
They're hurting us. Yeah.
Can I make a perception to see if I hear that?
I hear it too,
Sure.
and she says that she's checking her bag.
You can make a check to kind of hear that, and the TN is hidden, and you can spend however much effort you want to try and hear what they're hearing.
I'll spend one effort. Whatever.
Actually, did it sound like that, like the way you did it, Corey? All like creepy, whispery, hush voice going, help us. Because that's super creepy.
Sorry, it's like it's distant, and I'm just trying to make it sound distant from.
Oh, okay.
From.
I was going to say, if it sounds like a monster trying to tease me to come out, I'm like, oh, well, hang on.
While
It's
all of them are
his
worried about that,
voice.
I'm going to examine the feather duster.
I'm examining my bag.
Okay. So, Eric, you can't hear it. But you didn't roll that great anyways. You rolled fair, but you don't hear anything. Because you made a difficulty 3.
Yeah.
When you make your perception check, does like a little radar dish come out of your body and just like?
No,
How many
he
robot
does
parts
have
you got?
regular ears.
It's gonna be like, what do you think he is, like K9 the robot?
So
I was thinking like the version of Cyborg from Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
this is definitely an animal that has been taken here and hung on this hook. You can see above you that there are more of these like tentacle hook things, but they're all like flush with the ceiling, as if they've been retracted. But this creature has been very well preserved until you shot it. Now it's bleeding out, and all of the blood is pooling on the floor.
Well, that's not much else for here then.
Shaw can take off. You can go as far as you want. Leonis, you cannot move. You're investigating, but Shaw and Brenna can go wherever they want, and so can Elric.
Stick
I'm not
with the
trying
group,
to outpace
please.
you guys. I assume we're all going.
I'm investigating my bag real quick as I'm heading towards the cries for help.
All right. There's some goo in your bag that, I mean, it's like something went bad in your bag and is like decomposing.
I dump it out.
All right. You dump out your bag that has a bag of tools, a water flask, a couple ciphers, like a book, and this big mesh of just gross, like it's decomposed and filled with bones.
I don't
So you
remember.
got to eat your food before it turns into that.
I don't remember packing that.
No, I did that once. I put lunch in my bag and I forgot about it, and then I used that bag like a year later. Oh,
There was a bone shard in here that was telepathic. Maybe.
well, maybe
Ew.
if it came out of this place, then yeah, probably.
I should have known better than to pack it. She, like, does her best to clean it off, like, turns the bag inside out, puts her stuff back in there.
As you're doing that,
Sound like they're getting me louder as I'm moving.
as you're doing that, you hear the voices pleading with you to come help them.
That's why she's trying to do it pretty quickly,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
she's like, well, that's not as important as people crying out for help.
Stay with the group, you two.
Are they getting closer? You can make a perception check to figure out if they're getting closer as you're moving, and I'm going to make we're going to make it that difficulty to figure out intellect perception.
They're running off again.
Or intellect mental defense if you have mental
I'm not
defense.
running off. I stated where I was going, that people are calling for help. I thought we were all going.
Okay, you roll your perception. Honor is staying at the crossroads, looks back at Elric and Leonis while keeping an eye on Shaw, and calls out, "You guys coming with us? We hear the voices calling for help from this way."
All right, Shaw.
I made a perception check with a minor effect, and I have an inability.
Shaw notices that the voices aren't getting closer and can 100% surmise that these voices are in your head.
Oh, wait.
But
I don't think it's real.
You can still hear them.
I don't know what it is, but I don't think it's real. I moved, but they're not moving. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
James, you're done with your investigation now.
We're in a giant psychic organ.
Use my
Of
knife
course, it's
in
playing
the
with our
creature's
heads.
suffering, and then hurry to join the group.
Okay, you move your character.
Okay. When Shaw points that out, she just sighs and goes, "I really hate this place."
Hate the fiend, they're the cause.
Yes. Sorry, guys. False alarm.
So, Shaw is, with his minor effect, is able to overcome the effects of this mental thing, which would usually give you an inability to perception checks because you're being distracted by this. He already has an ability to perception check, so whatever. But Brenna is still going to be affected by it, even though she knows it is a mental thing that's in her head. It is still hard to ignore, and it will give you an inability.
She already has one too.
She already has one too. Excellent. Well, look at the
That's why
inability
we were
stack.
affected to begin with.
I think it'll give you two inabilities. Like it'll stack.
Hindrance.
Like, yeah, I was going to say a hindrance.
A hindrance. There you go. It gives you a hindrance. Okay. Where y'all headed to next?
Well, the way Shock was going is where we still need to investigate, so...
Oh, sorry. Oh, my dudes. I forgot. The people at home need to see this map that y'all have been exploring, and yet they couldn't see you at home with the map.
If it's a consciousness that's trying to get us to go this way by making me hear things, then maybe we should be a little extra cautious, because this, like, we're walking into the trap, even if we're aware, you know?
I mean, it is an abomination, so technically that kind of is part and parcel of the package.
I think we should deal with this doorway.
All right, you open up the doorway, and there's a long hallway.
Weapons ready. I don't like choke points.
Okay, I want y'all to stop at the end of the hall and not walk into the hall, because you might not want to walk into the hall.
So at the doorway?
So
roughly where I'm at
the end of this hall.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry.
Yeah, at the end of this hall, water pours out of a hole in the far reaches of this chamber, and through the many honeycomb-like structures in the floor.
Well, here's how the place hydrates.
Can I look into the water to see if there's anything in there?
Looks like regular water. It doesn't look like evil water. It doesn't smell like evil water. It just looks like regular water.
Don't trust it, though.
I would like to use hedge magic to detect if there's other beings in here besides the vile fortress itself.
You use your hedge magic, and it is giving you a negative result. That Mind you, hedge magic, there's an actual ability called scan that should be used like this. But hedge magic is still like, there's nothing here. You're not going to...
All right. In that case, I think I know what to do with this room. Pull out the winter grail and use it to freeze the water in the room in front of us.
Okay. Let me get out the winter grail stuff then. Oh my goodness. So, I have to... Nope, I'm too far.
I know it's depletion, but I don't have anything else inside the box under artifact, but...
No, you don't. And that's on purpose.
I know it can be used to freeze things, though, and I am going to direct it at the water here.
All right. Okay, how does a lesser effect get used? Lesser effect. If a great artifact is identified, the character learn its lesser ability, but not its greater abilities. Not immediately. Okay, so you're trying to use its lesser abilities to freeze something?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You can use either a chill in the air. An immediate area surrounding the bearer becomes cool, even wintry, if the bearer desires for up to 10 hours moving with the bearer. Or winter toughness. An immediate area surrounding the bearer radiates cool certainty, robustness in the face of a challenge, and mental clarity for 10 minutes moving with the bearer. During this period, all the bearers, the bearer and allied creatures in the area take no damage from cold conditions or attacks, and ease intellect defenses by 2 steps. So I think you want to cool the area and make it wintry.
Mm-hmm. And that secondary thing is probably why Shaw and his crew are still alive, since they were frozen but didn't take damage from it.
Actually, these abilities are not abilities that can be used to put them into stasis. They're probably greater effects of the Winter Grail that you have no idea how to unlock. As these have insane cool features. But yeah, you can activate the Grail to freeze this water. It will freeze. It freezes.
Cool.
Everybody is kind of cold now.
And I put the grail away.
Chilly.
Okay. Other than that, this place is a dead end.
And from my memory, there are only 2 passages, 3 passages we haven't gone to yet.
Well, where that feather thing was hanging, I think there were 2 passages in that room that we didn't use.
No, those were walls and windows.
Oh, were they?
Everybody
All right.
can feel the fortress rumble again.
Let us go.
If
Maybe
you want to
time
make
for us
a
to leave.
perception check, anybody can make a perception check at this level.
I roll super well.
Natural 20.
Oh, I've actually made it.
I didn't. But thankfully, nothing major happened to me either, but Elric got a major effect.
Are you muted, Corey?
I think you're muted.
Sorry, I was coughing.
He's fine.
So Shaw beat difficulty 4, which is the difficulty. Leonis did not make the difficulty. Elric got a major effect, and Honor did not make the difficulty. Okay, so Elric and Shaw, you both feel like this fortress is slowly sinking.
Whoa.
To Elric. You get the sneaking suspicion that water over there is supercharged with nutrients and is not, it's possibly beneficial.
Okay, I will collect some.
All right. You
Check the ice
grab
off.
where the water was pouring out and pull off some, what are they called? Icicles. Because that's the easiest way to get some.
Okay. I feel like it's not gonna stick around for a while, so I'll try to dump out my water skin and break apart the icicle into it so
Okay.
that I can have a container for it.
You do that.
Are we looking for anything down here? Because this place is sinking.
Any other survivors? That's pretty much it.
Just so you
How many do
know,
we
Logan,
listen?
when it melts and you drink it, you will get back one recovery that you've already taken.
Oh,
So you will uncheck one of your recoveries after you drink it.
okay.
But you don't know that yet. Just when that happens. That is your major effect.
Yay.
Right, guys, follow me.
Okay.
Just saying, like, I can't help you if you die too.
Pausing to make sure everybody's able to catch up.
All right. You've been through this area.
Yep, but up here is passages we have not taken.
All right. You feel the fortress rumble again. You notice spots on the walls that are getting necrotic.
I
We're
think
running out of
this
time.
might be the only place we haven't checked yet is up that way and this little side passage to us.
Well, I think
So a quick... Yeah, that just leads back into things.
we should just head for the door, because areas up there is where
Well,
hold
number
on.
4 will be
Elric.
Izzy and Shaw.
Hold on. Elric, stop. Everybody stop. Everybody stop. Elric, you notice this little alcove right here? Right? It used to be far
Way
above
high
the
up.
ground. You notice it's very close to the ground. And as you're sinking, like the entrances are being covered up. Like you're pretty sure that the front entrance is no longer viable. And maybe this is your way out.
Does anyone else have a sinking feeling?
And what do we see in chamber 4?
Oh. Brenna's over there, I guess. Let me check.
Wasn't that the monkey room?
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
the monkey
Room
room.
with the
We
monkey
have,
mohawk?
we have not been in 4.
No, that is not true at all.
I was in there.
Exactly.
Yeah, you haven't, but parts of the party have.
Uh,
That's where they
So-
ran off to when they aggroed the monkey.
This is a irregularly shaped room with a high ceiling and several small holes opening to the outside. A chair-like platform grown out of the floor, covered in and surrounded by interlocking bones. A dozen small niches opposite the platform, each containing a skull or large bone, and stuff you can't see because they're somewhere else in the room, and you can't see them from here. Okay, I am unpausing the game as the place begins to rumble and the ground comes up flush with this exit.
okay,
Everyone out now.
we've now seen in there. We've confirmed that there are no other survivors. Yes, let's get the heck out.
All right, y'all can just move through this area and come on out. You notice most of
can't,
this
there's a wall.
fortress has now
Yeah,
sunk into
hitting
the
the
ground.
wall.
Yeah, it won't let me either.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Let me get y'all out. Sorry, there is a weird wall there that you can see. It's called what is it called?
Boundary wall.
A terrain wall.
Mm.
Are we outside the dungeon now?
Huh?
Are we outside?
You're outside.
Ooh.
You look back at this fortress, and it does not look as good as it was when you first walked in it.
I don't think it ever looked good.
I know, but at least, it looked terrible. It looked like crazy nonsense.
Do you remember that there was a really old bit that Dennis Leary did where he was like, "This is a smoker's lung. Ooh, it's gross and disgusting." And then he went, "This is a non-smoker's lung. Ooh, it's gross and disgusting too. That's why they're on the inside." That's how I feel about this place. It's gross and disgusting.
And looks like it's taking care of itself. Oh, we did successfully get everybody out.
Everybody is
Oh, it's because
successfully
we've
out.
been everywhere.
Did our best.
All right. As you are walking back, you notice that the thing just sinks kind of into the ground.
Like a souffle when a chef has slammed the oven door.
Did
And the
somebody's cat
tentacles
just go off?
kind of come out and bury it a little.
I will say one nice thing for the Veen. Once you kill them, they clean up nicely.
Hey, self-cleaning
Well,
enemies
sure.
are kind of convenient.
That's the one nice thing I can say about the Veen. We head back to our bikes and go try to meet up with Princess Katie and the people we rescued.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. The people that you rescued were told to take the bikes to...
Oh, that's right. So we're traveling to meet. Yeah. So we're
Y'all are
still,
on foot.
Statement is still true, but we're walking.
You're walking until you get back to the town.
And the sheep was in the sidecar of my bike.
I can get someone on the back of my bike.
We sent all the bikes.
Yeah.
Because we had
We did send
one
all of
rider per and a sheep.
I believe so.
Okay.
How far was the village, or how far was the place where we sent them?
Princess Katie was off far enough that she was doing Overwatch with a rifle to shoot things that would come into the fortress, so it can't be.
You guys are in
horrendous.
pasture land that has been terraformed by the Veen. It took several hours. First you had to get out of the forest, and then you had to go over these pasture lands, and it took a good while, and it'll take you a day to travel back to the town by foot. It's not too far, since that diseased guy made it back there. But yeah, what is the town's name again?
It says here I'm trained in running. See you guys. I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna be right back.
I run the entire way home.
Well, I have no idea. I'll have to look in another PDF here.
I mean, we can just mind's eye theater what the pasture land looks like on the way home. I don't think we need a map.
Oh wait, I do have a map of that.
For the name of the town.
All right, do y'all see the
regardless,
map
once we
here?
get to
Mm-hmm.
a mile away, I'm just gonna summon my steed.
It's like we're playing one of those old Final Fantasy games, where the overland map We have like the giant version of our character going where we are on the map, and then we get somewhere important. It goes like zooms into the area.
I mean, that's kind of it.
Which
All
probably
right.
is how the current Final Fantasy games work. I don't know. I haven't played any current ones. I think I stopped at 10.
The name of the town is Torlin.
Twirling?
Torlin.
Oh, Torlin. I have Tortolin. Is there no second?
No, it's Torlynn. Torlin.
Torlynn. For a guy who was guessing, I think I did all right. I actually thought it was like tortellini without the final E. Just tortellin.
But you guys
All right.
make it back either like you can summon your bike, but you still have to, unless you're going to leave your friends, go at the slowest.
Oh yeah, just to not have to walk.
It would be
Got
funny
a
if we
giant
summoned our
hole in his
bikes,
chest.
but the bikes hadn't delivered the people yet, so it just brings them back to us. And they're like, "What happened?
Bro is just
The
sitting
bike
on it
turned
still.
around. We clung to it."
But you're able to get back to the village of Torlin. And the burgomaster greets you, but also, Shaw, your compatriots have recovered.
Yay!
And they're eager to make it back to Kobol, the covenant, not the commandery of Kobol, which is on this island over here. If you can see that, let me get that. map
Where
for
it says
everybody.
Rurich.
Yeah, Rurich and Kobol. There
Yeah.
it is for everybody out in. Yeah, it's right here, Rurich
Got
and
it.
Kobol. So. The little triangle, I believe, is a port. The little purple oval is for zeppelins, and the little castle is the commandery. Yeah, the triangle is a lowland beach, is what it is.
All right. Well, I'm good with going there, but while we're in Torlin, do they, by any chance, Torlin? Sorry, I'm putting the extra T in now. Torlin. Is there any chance they have ammo for sale?
Yeah, they can sell you some ammo.
And would they buy these useless ciphers I don't want?
You can trade a Cypher for ammo if you want. So, if you have an inexpensive item, you can trade. If you have wealth of an inexpensive item, you can trade that for ammo. If you have a Cypher, you can get let me see, what is it called? A expensive item for a Cypher.
Can I just get a S ton of ammo?
Yeah.
So I never run out of ammo again?
So an expensive item would be, I guess, 3 inexpensive. I forget. Do you remember, Brenna?
No, but I have the book open. Oh.
I'm going to throw this out here in case y'all want my ciphers before I just toss them, because I don't want them. They make no sense for me to ever want. One is called the Soot of Common Ground. And basically, if you see 2 people fighting, you throw it. And if at least 2 targets who are in conflict are affected, they cease their conflict and may even aid each other for 1 minute. Which is weird, and I have no use for that. I mean, that is so situation specific. And the other is mind-disrupting poison. The victim suffers intellect damage equal to the Cypher's level and cannot take actions for a number of rounds equal to the Cypher's level, which is kind of cool, I guess, but I don't really care.
Okay.
So if one of y'all want that, let me know.
They are in powers of 10. So 10 inexpensive items equals a moderate, 10 moderate equals an expensive. Ammo in batches of, I believe, 20 is an inexpensive item.
So 1 moderate is 200.
That would be quite the case of ammo I could trade for just one of these stupid things. walking around with this trunk of bullets on my back at all times. Let's go!
Or they can.
Or you could trade the Cypher and have wealth for what you leave behind. So, like, you get 40 rounds now and have another 8 inexpensive items to restock later.
They don't have that much ammo in the entire village.
That's fair.
They have like.
I will swap you for my detonation cipher of web.
So
That actually sounds pretty cool. Which one do you want? The soot or the mine poison?
You know, the soot.
Okay.
Okay, let me do that to your character sheet here. The sort of common ground goes over here. Delete the original, and the detonation web comes over here. And delete the original. And there you go.
Wah wah.
There are 300 bullets total in this town to be had. Are they of this kind of weapon you are holding? Sure, yeah. It's a hodgepodge, so whatever bullets you want up to 300, that's what they have.
All right. Well, I assume I'm not the only one who needs bullets, so I'm not going to say I grabbed 300 and then be like, screw you guys. I got all the bullets.
Yeah, I can bankroll the bullets, though. I have 2 moderate wealth and 1 expensive wealth.
And they can at least cover the cash for let's see, they can cover cash for at least 4 expensive items because they have had a hard time with this winter thing. So
Okay. You say what level is a Cypher? Is that expensive?
yeah, a cipher is an expensive thing. So y'all can sell 4 ciphers and then get ammo with that or whatever else you need. They got standard supplies too. They have like, you know, some weapons, some equipment like ropes and tools and that sort of stuff.
All
they
right.
have
I'm
food, of
selling my
course.
mind disrupting poison unless one of y'all want it.
I have a stronger one already. And
Yeah.
all
Okay.
the Cypher
Then
slots
I'm
are
tossing
filled.
it.
And I would like to sell my mental scrambler since it's powerful, but it takes 2 whole rounds to actually get it all.
Yeah, sure.
See?
I've been sitting on. I've had that since day 1. So what is it? Alt to delete,
Yeah, alt click. Yeah, I just figured that out myself.
and that's an expensive. And then you said 20 bullets is an inexpensive.
Yes.
So a moderate will cover
200.
200 bullets. So if I spend both my moderate, I have 5 inexpensive and 300 bullets.
Well, there's only 300 bullets total, and Shaw's taking.
Well, he said he was bankrolling it, so I'm hoping he's
Yeah,
sharing.
I am. Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm going to walk around with my 1 shot that I have to save until we see the dragon or something.
All right.
Out of
You've
that,
only got
I'll
1
just-
shot.
I have 1 shot. That's why I've been like, I need ammo.
If
Honestly,
you only
I'm-
had 1 shot, would you take it?
If you have
Exactly.
That's where I was
change your
going with
date.
that.
Well, I had 2 shots. I took one of them.
Oh,
There's
I'm
4
sorry.
of us, right?
I apologize.
crazy.
I apologize. An inexpensive item is 10 rounds, not 20. It's 10.
Okay.
It says buckshot is, you can get 10 for an inexpensive. Bullets or slugs is also 10 for an inexpensive. So 10 rounds.
So 2 moderates is 200 rounds.
Yes, 2 moderates is 200 rounds.
So someone else will have to throw in a moderate for the extra or last 100 rounds
Alright,
because
let me
they don't
make
have enough
change for
cash
my
to
expensive.
make change for an expensive.
Yeah, I'll throw in. An expensive is 10 moderate. Is that right? They go by 10s?
Yeah.
Okay.
One moderate
I
is
have-
10 inexpensive.
Right.
Mind
Okay,
you-
so I have 9 moderates, and I have thrown in a moderate for the other thing. So we should have all 300 of the bullets, which we will now distribute. I need them bad. Who else needs them? I
Mind
mean, I
you-
don't know what else.
If
I
you
don't
look
need
at the
that
map,
many.
if you look at the map, there is a city. That little triangle with the circle in the middle is a city, and it is the largest.
Covenant?
It is the largest city in all of Sankara.
So we can go there and buy more bullets. Like you
Yeah.
said.
But also, like,
I don't mind buying their 300 here first.
Yeah, these
Yeah,
guys don't
so
need to defend
They wouldn't
themselves.
sell everything that they have in this town and leave themselves defenseless. I'm assuming they're selling what they have.
Yeah,
aside.
this is the stuff that's in the store, and
Not that we're just leaving this place with no defense and then we F off.
you would assume that like some of the townspeople who own guns have their own stashes of ammo and such.
One
but
would hope.
but extra ammo in case that runs out, they'd have to wait for merchants to come or to send people out to Covenant to go get more, unless they have a smith that can make it. But they do have a smith. You don't know if they can make bullets here.
I will go and I'll talk to that smith and say, hey, we just bought all the bullets. Can you make more?
He says.
Hey.
He says he's dependent on supplies to make more, but he can make more, but he needs like all of the chemicals, and that's mined in the mountains around here, but it comes on a regular basis.
Well, I just want to say that I don't want to leave your whole town to die if you run out of ammo. You know what I'm saying?
I think we'll be fine. You've saved us from the endless winter, so we'll actually get merchants that will come here.
Okay. As long as y'all are good, have a great day.
And if we need you again, we can summon you. The commandery of Kobol has never ignored the calls of the people of Sankara.
Then allow me to give you the Kobold salute. F yeah! 'Cause I'm a Kobold.
are we good to just split that even 4 ways to the people here for the ammo?
I don't think I need that much because I have 15 in reserve and a full gun already. So I'll just take like 10 of them right now.
Don't you shoot more anyway with like 2 shots or
No,
family
that was
hammer
Cole.
type stuff? That was Cole. Okay.
That was Doc's character.
Hey,
Then,
as long as I'm at the smith, I look over his stuff because I don't have a knife. And while it's funny to keep bothering other people and borrowing their knives to do gory things, I should buy one.
But I will just simply take 10 rounds for now to put me at 25 in reserve. And then the 3 of you can split it up however you want and say we split some off for our 2 other members that aren't here now. Since
Sure.
I believe Vizzy was also low on ammo.
6 people
was.
total then?
Yes.
So that's 60.
But I'm only taking 10, so that drops it to
Don't make
290.
me do harder math. Just take 60.
All right.
Y'all got 60 ammo. Got it.
Right?
Corey,
That's how
this
that
guy has
maths.
a decent
No,
knife.
50. 50. That's how that maths.
Y'all got 50. Got it. 50 is better than 1. I'm sorry, I have 51.
I got 6 in my gun and 65 in my bag.
Got 8 in my rifle and 53 in the bag. I had 3 spare rounds. Before we leave town, I'm going to see if the smith can help me repair my broken arm. Since the mechanical arm cipher will expire in a few short hours.
Oh yeah, he'll definitely give you a hand, but this is way beyond. It's like this expertise is way beyond most of him, but he can give you an asset on repairing it yourself if you have those skills.
Excellent. I do have those skills.
I have weapon repair, and I know Honor has steed repair.
You will
Would
need
those
to
skills help.
You will also need to give up a moderate slot for repair parts because the damage is like so deep and
Done and done.
Would Honor and myself help with light weapon repair on my end and steed repair on hers?
It's gotta be. Well, what's Honor's type of repair?
Steed.
It's
Steed?
mechanics.
No, it's mechanics. It's just plain mechanics. He is not a gun. He doesn't work like a gun, and he's not a motorcycle. And
Can
he
I
doesn't work
be
like
a
motorcycle.
gun?
I
I
could possibly work a gun into his arm.
Would you
but-
like to change your focus so you're more like Megatron?
Megatron.
I have so many things I
Oh.
want to spend XP on. Hey,
No, I'm going to. So, intellect, I'm trained. I'll go ahead and. I have an asset, and I'll spend an effort to make it nigh impossible to fail.
Does that bring it down to a 1 or a...
Difficulty 1.
Oh, excellent. Base difficulty is 4, so yeah, that worked out very well for you. You can heal with that roll. I will allow you to heal that extra % right now. All of that damage. You don't have to make recovery rolls or anything. All of that is taken away.
That is all I was missing. From might, at least. Now I'm a little low on intellect, but we do what we have to.
Mind you, here the patches don't look aesthetically pleasing. And if you get somewhere if you get somewhere with a little more time, you can sand and polish yourself down. Unless you want to spend.
Oh yeah, I mean, a lot of his patchwork and repairs are not aesthetically pleasing, and they just kind of, further damage sands them and molds them into place as he fights.
Right.
he takes pride in the battle damage.
So you look more like those horrors from Tales of the Loop than you do like a cyberpunk chrome person.
Well, he looks like a Maelstrom member. They take great pride in their cyber being burnt because they survived the atomic blast.
Have you seen the artwork from Tales of the Loop?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god, it's so good. It's so creepy. It's so aesthetic. It's a thing. But yeah, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about as soon as you do a little Google search, Tales of the Loop art, or art book, not the television show, and just click it and see that art and go, whoa.
Hey, Corey, just double check. I bought a moderately priced item from the blacksmith, dagger. I'm assuming he had one. If you say no, I will take it off.
That is perfectly fine. Give yourself a dagger. A dagger is a light weapon. Light weapons do 2 points of damage, and they give you an asset on attacking.
Oh, I will add all that shit real quick.
So they don't do as much, but they are more likely to hit.
Well, I just thought it'd be nice not to keep bothering you guys because I don't have one. So, the light weapon, hang on. Light
Now,
weapon.
all four of us have at least a blade of some kind. Honor and I have knives, you have a dagger, and Logan has a battle axe.
So you can go to the combat tab and click the plus on the combat tab and just put in that information. So,
Oh.
right. So there's a place that says damage, type, and then eased by, and it'll be eased by 1 because it's a light weapon.
Combat tab. Is that a new attack, I guess, right?
Yes, you're going to hit the plus next to an attack.
All right. Dagger. Damage 2, you said?
2.
All right. Light weapon eased by 1, right?
Eased by 1.
Okay.
And that's it. Easy peasy.
Yay.
I believe now we should be returning to Castle True to report our success and
Eladin,
our extended success.
Eladin thanks you guys and says,
I stab a target and go, yeah, this is the one. I want this one. This one's awesome.
Eladin says, thank you, all of you. Ha-ha! Huzzah! We've recovered the Winter Grail, and you have been successful in destroying whatever that vile heart was.
I think you named it appropriately.
So, I would like to invite you to return to the commandery of Kobold. It is a long journey, but I think it is necessary. Especially since our dear friend, part of my coterie here, Shaw, is a member of the commandery of Kobold. And I believe you said that they had a recent battle. So we could use someone like Honor and her healing ability if anybody has been tragically hurt.
Yeah, she's pretty helpful. I like her a lot.
Why, thank you, Shaw.
I'm always looking out for everyone.
Yeah!
Leonis has a thought from Barrick run through his mind of, this is the guy I taught to use the Grail? And he goes,
Kobold or show-offs? That's our whole thing.
He's not an idiot. He's just a
Nope.
show-off.
no, but a wizard who has been in reclusion and dead for a few centuries would probably have that thought of, I taught this idiot?
Yep.
So,
Which Leonis just goes, eh.
So y'all want to head for Covenant first? Is that our plan?
and
On
on
the
our way,
to-
we can stop at Covenant and gain all of the supplies that we need.
Ooh, and Covenant will have really good street food.
Of course, that's what you're thinking about. I still can't think about eating after that thing.
Well, I don't want to
Actually-
eat that thing, but like a good old taco truck would be nice. You know what I'm saying?
Honor would be, looking to have like a bath and clean her stuff as soon as possible because of the goop.
You can do that here in town.
Okay.
They'll I mean, they don't have like running,
They have a well, you
Pipes.
can wash your stuff.
but
a
they
little
have
distance
wells.
from it using
They
water
have
from
a
it.
place where you can take a bath.
Exactly.
They have places where they definitely do laundry here.
Just making it a point because that was really gross. And when she
Yeah.
has everything clean, she's going to make a point of looking to see maybe what it was that could have possibly gooped her.
Just so you know, there's a certain amount of manly musk that you should keep. Well, I mean, not you, but the rest of us, to attract women from a distance. That's always been my understanding. Yeah.
Oh
There's a
no!
difference
I like
between-
the finest toiletries to make
I
myself
mean, you don't
smell
want to smell
amazing.
like flowers, because then the woman will be like, "Oh, it's a girl," and I'm not trying to do that.
Some of the toiletries use wood smoke as their scent.
That's just weird. Why would you smell like wood smoke?
Is
Unless
this
you've been
something they
marketing
teach you
it.
at Castle Kobold?
They teach us a great many things at Castle Kobold.
For me, the idea of using a wood smoke based one helps you hide in the forest a little more.
Look,
One would think pine would be better at that. Maybe a little cedar.
Cedar would be the preferred one. Pine ends up affecting your own nose a bit much.
True.
I think you can remove one word of 3 letters from that. There are 2 separate words, and you could remove either one that fit that description, and it probably would be correct.
all right.
I think he's a little more himbo.
He's not bad. He's not like trying
No.
to down anybody. But he's kind of toxic sometimes.
It's sometimes more in just his word choices or descriptions, but he's just
He's a
himbo.
Pauly Shore gym bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways,
Wheeze the juice. Wheeze the juice.
The Jim Bro Himbo.
Was Honor able to figure out what possibly caused the explosion?
Yeah, it was that telepathic thing that you had in your equipment. You can remove that from your equipment.
Awesome, gladly. I figured, but I wanted to confirm before.
I'm hoping to get to someplace safe enough before anything happens to the skull I'm carrying.
It's looking not good.
Well, in that case, I get rid of it. Dispose of it in a fire.
Okay.
Far away from civilized people.
I was wondering if you were going to check on that after hers went bad. Yeah, when they're detached, they slowly degrade until they're useless. And I figured a GM intrusion happens. I'll just destroy it right now.
Fair.
Was hoping we'd
like
get a
it.
chance
That was
for
cool.
somebody above us to study it, but oh well.
Same.
Them's the breaks.
Okay. Y'all can leave town and travel across. Each one of these hexes is 25 miles. So, let's see how long it takes you to get to Covenant. I think you can get there in... Yeah, it's 200 miles to Covenant.
So
I
2
mean,
days
even if we're
travel
doing
with our
like
bike?
just 50 miles an hour, we get there in 4 hours.
It'll probably take you about a day to get there, since there is a road that goes from here to there, obviously, since it's Covenant. But I mean, it's not like the best road. It still like has long stretches that aren't paved, and the parts that are paved are like stone, cobblestone. It's not like,
Apocalypse level, not modern.
Yeah, it's not a modern level. No, it's not like Route 66 here. It's gonna be an okay travel, and you can go like 40 miles.
Overland on relatively smooth, the best we can get for our bikes.
Yes, some places you'll have to slow down to like 15 miles. Other places you can probably go up to like 50 miles an hour.
It says average is 50 mile per hour or double that on hard packed.
Oh, well, there you go. So you can go from some places on this road are really rough, and it's going to bring you down to like 20 miles an hour. But other places, yeah, you can get up to like 70, 80, especially the closer you get to Covenant.
As y'all get to know me, you will see that I spend an unnecessary amount of time with like the thing just up in the air, which is unnecessary because you can't really pop a wheelie when the wheel goes around the whole bike.
So I'm going to move your bike down to Covenant. I'm going to just move you on down there. As you travel overland, what happens is that your ears pop from a change in elevation, and it starts getting easier to breathe.
Man, I wish I had some gum.
As the island that you are on is 6,200 feet above. No, it's not. That's how above sea level it is. It's 6,200 feet above sea level. But that's on average, or I think that's the max. And over here on this side of the island is much higher than over here, unless you're in these mountains. But this is a beach area, so it keeps going down in elevation from this side to this side, if that makes sense.
Some spectacular cliff diving points. You only really get to do it once, though.
Oh yeah, most of these islands they have been broken off from each other. They used to be part of a continent, and this entire civilization has been collapsed, and the continent sunk by misuse of the sacred items, the great artifacts. And the people of Sankara are now super duper peaceful because they don't want anything like this to happen again. Most of their people have been wiped from existence. And there's probably insane, awesome treasures underneath the ocean. And maybe some of the artifacts are under there. Nobody knows.
Ooh.
But
we have found 2 of them so far.
when they were rebuilding civilization, Covenant was the first city that they established. And it was here that they created a covenant never to allow this to happen again. And some of these islands have bridges, land bridges, that go between them. Some don't. So as you can notice that on the island of Cradle, there is a land bridge at Gatewood on the southern coast that goes down to Frontier, which is the next island down. So these are all super important things that will be big plot points later, I promise you. But y'all are in Covenant, and I'll read a description.
Okay, Brenna took notes. We're all good.
Let me read a description of Covenant, because
It's always nicely balanced when the Chaos Goblin also is the organized note taker.
Brenna's like, shit, I need to take some notes.
Nice yin-yang balance there.
Cradle.
Also, the
126.
best time to talk stuff about Brenna is when she's muted.
All right, here we go. Covenant is home to almost half the people of Cradle. Covenant was the first human settlement after the fracturing, which was the great event that destroyed most of the land. And the residents are gently fervent in their belief in peace and harmony, making this a safe and welcoming, yet also a little boring. At the center of the oldest portion of the city is an open square with a large boulder covered in generations of human handprints. Local legend has it that this site is the exact spot where the founders made the Covenant of Tranquility, each of them painting a hand and pressing it to the boulder. Now it is customary for people to reenact this ceremony when they come of age. The Covenant Stone is the closest thing the Sankarans have to a religious relic, and the city posts one guard at each of the 5 roads connecting this square to make sure no rebellious or ignorant person harms or defaces the stone. When they reenact it, they don't paint their hands, though, because they want the original paint to be there, but you can put your hand on top of the other hand. Maybe they have like a paint that comes off easily or something as you reenact it, but yeah. I mean, if everybody touches a painted rock, I think the paint would just flake off anyway. So maybe they do paint their hands. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Maybe it is. Every generation, it's a different color. And
Maybe
that's why
it
it's
is.
multicolored.
Yeah, and there's just like lots of
And it's
different paints on top of
Covered
each other.
in handprints.
I think that's the way.
Layered jawbreaker, and we're just rubbing off layers and finding the new colors beneath.
I think you're right. I think that's the way to go. Yeah. So there are handprints with lots of little layers of paint as different generations have put their own handprints on it. I like that idea. I think that's a cool idea.
That is definitely something I would like to visit.
You definitely may. Here, ammo is plentiful. You can find places that can get you... even though this is a place of peace, there are definitely dangers out in the wilds and such that they have standard rifles here that you can use and you can buy ammo for. And handguns and shotguns and all of that stuff. They also have swords, shields, the regular stuff that you would have too. But there are specialty shops that do that, and they're regulated because they don't want war to break out or anything like that. So while you guys can get what you need here, and since you're Gunslinger Knights, they trust you, most people have to go through a lot of freaking paperwork and bureaucracy to make sure that they can get ammo and guns.
Otherwise, if you're a hunter, bow and crossbow is what you're going to go for, more likely.
No, if you're a hunter, they will give you a gun. Seriously, they will. Especially since this land is being terrorized by the Endless Horrors. So, you can have a gun. It's just that you have to follow these rules and work with the bureaucracy.
Okay,
Hey,
modify
Hunter.
statement. Apprentice hunters get crossbows and bows.
Sure.
Hey, Honor, I got a question for you. You seem like you understand some stuff about like medicine and bullshit, right?
Yes.
Hold on.
All right. So, what?
Honor actually doesn't. She doesn't have any skill in medicine.
Not
I
yet.
honestly thought she did because she was the one looking at the thing when I split the shit open.
I'm just reminding.
I have every reason
Yeah.
in character to have this conversation.
Yes, you do. You do. And Honor
And
can
she goes-
definitely lie about it.
she says, after a sort. Why do you ask?
I'm just saying, like, if we go into like another place that's like some horrible fleshy monster palace, and we gotta like root through it and all that, should we stock up on stuff like lemon juice and salt and shit, and just like sprinkle that shit in?
I think it would probably notice it about as much as you would perhaps a paper cut.
I guess that's not so good then. All right, just a light check.
That's
Be
why
fair,
he
whether she was a master doctor or not, the conversation was probably going to be the same.
exactly, and that was part of the reason why she didn't bother getting into the details. She was just like, why do you ask?"
I don't know. I feel like a squirt of lemon, kind of funny.
But
Yes, but when that squirt of lemon is, she starts trying to do some math, is about as big as your pinky toe.
I mean, but let's be honest. Like, I cut one jalapeno while I'm cooking, right? And then I like rub my eye, and then I'm like screwed up for like 30 minutes.
have you considered not doing that?
Well, I don't do it on purpose. Why would you do that on purpose? What the hell, man?
That was
My
the
lord
purpose
who
of my
trained
question.
me often complained after eating spicy food that when he cooked, he would scratch himself and suffer for it.
See, it's not just me. I assume the guy that trained him wasn't dumb. So there you go.
Yes, well, he had a persistent rash in one particular spot.
Okay,
Gee, I wonder why.
that's getting a little bit personal.
And then he would cook using various peppers and onions and spices that
I think we get the idea.
Let's just hope there's some hand washing in there somewhere.
I agreed.
I feel like I made my point. Just that maybe there are like simple ways that we hadn't thought of that could be useful in very specific situations like the one we were just in.
yes,
At this point, Otter's kind of just like walking away, going, "I don't need."
and I have purposely forgotten most of what he taught me about ointments, as none of them worked.
Your mentor was odd.
Otter has
Have
definitely
you
walked
looked
away.
at our fellow knights? Any of them?
Yeah, they're great. Love them all.
Yes, agree, but we're all odd. That's why we're number one. You have to be odd to be number one.
All right, I'll take that.
Honor walks over to find Elric, assuming that he's a little ways away.
Yeah, he's 10, 20 feet away.
She just goes, "Never ever ask Leonis for stories about his mentor."
I make it a point not to pry into anyone's past.
"You, my friend," she claps you on the shoulder, "are a wise man."
Let's go see this Covenant Rock.
Eladin walks up and he's like, "Hey, I checked out that leather shop over there, and I got this cool leather jacket with shiny spikes and buttons. I got you one, Shaw. You want it?"
Hell yeah, I do.
Woo!
Man, speaking my language.
You have a leather jacket with like all the spikes on the shoulders.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to work it into my armor so I can like everything meshes so I can wear it.
All right.
Remove the pauldrons. Let the spikes stick through.
Yeah, the pauldrons are everything. I'm wearing like full plate.
Oh, he says like when you're not wearing your armor, you wear this.
Right. I'm gonna have to put that into a backpack. Unfortunately, you know what? While we're in the city, I'm gonna wear that and not the full plate.
Exactly.
And otherwise, it can be safely in your saddlebags.
Right.
With the revelation of like, oh, here's these clothes you should wear. Elric kind of looks down at himself and the kind of half of a shirt that he's still wearing and his armor that's, kind of... It wasn't necessarily before, but now it's kind of part of him just from like the stab wound and it folding it in on the rest of the metal bits he's got. He thinks he should go try to buy a coat of some sort.
At the very least, a new shirt.
Leather shop.
There are definitely leather shops here where you could buy a leather coat. There are y'all came through farmlands where there were sheep. Like not sheep, but like things that are analogous to sheep so much that they're sheep. They're like, I don't know.
They're
So
like
a sheep crossed with an
goat,
alpaca.
part sheep.
Both give wool.
So a lot of the animals here have fish features because this used to be an entire water planet. So the things on land are kind of like the things that you see in normal places, but they have some fishy qualities to them. So maybe they're like crab sheep. They're like sheep with little crab pincers, but they also make wool. Yeah, I like that.
It's just those crabs that like grow moss on their backs, but
instead of moss,
But it's just like wool.
it's like some sort of derivative of cotton growing out of its back.
I love that idea. That sounds great. And you can buy like clothing made of that.
I want to draw it now.
Ooh, and the chitinous plates would also
crab
be used
shepherd as an actual like career path.
The chitinous plate pieces would also be useful for making like the hardened pieces of hardened leather and the like.
Sure.
Also, I'm thinking that if you are a wolf, crabs are a terrible herd to have to attack to eat.
Yeah, but
the wolves are like
would have,
hammerhead shark wolves.
Advantages like shocking. Like I have a Volt Wolf bike. A Volt Wolf is something we can encounter. It's a wolf with electric eel powers.
That could be why. It's that. What do they call it when like each side keeps upping the ante on their weapons? The
arms
power
race.
Escalation.
Yeah,
Escalation,
it's the
right.
biological.
That's why we have
arms
Volt
race.
Wolves. It's because we have freaking crab sheep out there.
But yeah, I kind of wish there were more books for Gunslinger Knights that would expand Sankara and be like, here's a whole lot of animals and here's like the stuff that you can find in towns and how, their architecture looks and stuff like that. But they don't do that. And
Maybe there hasn't been enough interest. Now that people are buying the book,
Get some description of what Castle True and the commanderies look like.
you do get that, and I totally love that.
And then it goes on to say that the Sankarans are simple, rural, and that's about it for the description.
Yep. So, like, what do their buildings look like? Do they look like German forest towns with the wood architecture? Do they look
Do they look like colonial era rural America?
Do they look like that? Do they look like little Chinese villages? Like, what the frick do they look like?
No matter what,
Whatever
it looks like
you
a farming
want them to
village,
look
but
like.
what kind?
I know it's like whatever but I would like something official, I would like, I've said that in my review too, that there's not enough about Sankara. It's like, I want more Gunslinger Knights, But I feel like if I ask for that, they'll make an entire another world where the Gunslinger Knights are needed instead of fleshing out what they already have, which they need to do.
Inquiring minds need to know.
Now,
Exactly.
let's give Monty Cook and his crew some props. For many settings, they do go back and do that sort of thing. Like they did with Numenera. There's many books on it.
So here's the thing with Numenera, and I'm sorry for getting away from the game for a little bit on this, but when you talk about like the Steadfast, which is the place where all of the kingdoms are and their like what their political things are, they only give you big picture stuff on it, and they never like tell you. Sometimes they tell you who the king and queen are, but most of the times, like, who are the movers and shakers? Who are there like thieves guilds in this area? Who are they called? What do they do? Like, they don't go into any sort of detail on any of this stuff, and it's a little frustrating. But I believe there are some of these books for Numenera that are really detail oriented. There's a book about one valley, and it goes into super detail about that one valley, and I'm like so thankful for that. Like,
And
that's
there's, like 2 bestiary books, I think.
that's 3 bestiary books. And I'm extremely thankful for these kinds of details about Numenera instead of like the broad picture stuff that like the
And
broad picture
even
stuff
with-
is
and I will give them props, even with the first one. And for Numenera, they put enough artwork in that you knew what the architectural style for a particular area of the world was likely to be.
yeah. But yeah, that's one of my biggest problems with Numenera is that I think they want it to be like whatever, so you can put whatever it is. But I actually want to like really get in depth in the world and understand the politics and the people and I want to run it how they kind of have it instead of making up my own, which doesn't jive with the world. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I want to make it more like Legend of the Five Rings, or 7C, where they go into that kind of detail and I can understand it on that kind of level and make plots with that. But I mean, it's just like that's a preference. That's just a preference. It's not like some GMs like things like this and others like things like that. Anyways, y'all are in Covenant, and you find the stone, and yeah, there are guards at the stone. It's like all of the major spokes from the different roads converge here at this big stone, and the stone comes up to about waist high, and they put their hands like on top of it, I think. If not, that's how it works.
I approach one of the guard on our path and greetings.
Ah, Gunslinger Knight. How fares you? I heard there was a great battle this week, and I'm glad to see that you are faring well after it.
From our understanding, more than one.
Hey, yeah, that's a Leonis over here, man. Of course he's faring well. He's a badass.
I do have a question about visitors to the rock. Are we also allowed to touch it, or should we merely look?
Oh, of course you may touch this. You may touch the stone, of course.
Thank you. I just wanted to make certain so that we did not offend.
Do not desecrate the stone in any way. Don't
course.
try and take a piece of it as a souvenir. But you may touch the stone. You may have an. There are artists that can give you a piece of artwork where you are with the stone. They work pretty cheaply. There are souvenir stands where you can get a replica stone.
This is good to know. Thank
The
you.
stone?
You know, like little Statue of Liberties in New York.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a small kind of gift shop. It's actually just a local artist who makes replicas out of clay and fires them. There are like sketch artists that can make a sketch of you. You'd think with guns already that they have photographs, but they don't. There's no television, radio, or photographs, but they do have zeppelins.
Well, on our Earth, photography came somewhat after the gun.
They did, but not after the zeppelins.
True.
It was photography then zeppelin.
But different pressures on travel.
And
This world-
also motorcycles.
Did we
True,
not
motorcycles and photography widespread were around the same time. Zeppelin slightly after.
Anyways, Big O Rock. There is a sense of calmness and peaceness in the area, and if you touch the rock, it feels like there is a lot of sentiment and connection to the past here.
I whisper to you, hey, Leotis, does the ghost wizard want you to touch the stone?
No, I am Sakaran. And then lay my hand on.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
And then lay my hand on it, as after taking my gauntlet off, and just close my eyes for a few moments and let my thoughts clear.
I look really disappointed. Like, I was hoping the ghost wizard, he's gonna like touch it, and like there's gonna be explosions and awesome shit. And this is just like meditating.
As soon as he touches it, the entire stone crumbles to dust. The guards come up. What did you do?
That would have been awesome, and I would have protected him. But nah.
Didn't happen. None of that happens.
Simply being a Sakaran, involving myself in Sakaran rituals.
So even though this is the largest city on in Sankara,
I poked the stone.
they do have shops here. You can get pretty much most things. They have artists. The nightlife isn't amazing. There are taverns that you can enjoy a drink, and there are inns and hotels that you can spend the night at. They are mainly used by merchants and sometimes used by gunslinger knights. To get a room will be an inexpensive item. To get a room, I'm going to say to get like a room for like 2 people is going to be like a moderate item.
Well, I only have one inexpensive, so
You
I
can
will
always
send a moderate for myself and Vizzy, who I assume is here.
but you can also like camp out. I mean, it's not like raining out or anything. But yeah, you can get like food for an inexpensive item, and it's pretty good food here. It's the best food probably in all of Sankara. Maybe there's a better one somewhere else, you don't know, but I'm sure Covenant will the people of Covenant will definitely say it's the best food in all of the land. But yeah, unless there's anything special you'd like to do here, we can move on to Kobo. Anybody? Going once? Going twice?
I think I'm good.
All right. All right. Y'all have to go around these mountains to Kobold, so it takes about 2 days. As you come up to the...
quick question. We all slept and all that. Can we just like spin the things and get up?
Yeah. Spend all of your... it's like 3 days of travel here, so you can spend as many as you need. You can spend up to 3 days of it. And if 3 days doesn't get you to max, I don't know what to tell you, man. You're still down.
Yay. I'm good.
I am as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm there too.
As you guys are driving up to the commandery, it is a castle of sorts. Let me see. What does it look like?
I think it's
Priories
a big,
and
massive
commanderies
castle.
are associated with particular groups of knights who share the same ideal. Okay. Nope, it basically looks like a castle. It's got a keep. It's got big, thick walls. It's got a bell tower. That sounds when you guys arrive. And as you arrive, in the distance, you see a zeppelin coming in. And you notice on the zeppelin is a symbol of a banner with 2 eyes and 3 stars.
It's not the kobold symbol, I don't think.
No, you can see the kobold symbol. Their banners are flying all over this place, and that is a circle, with a cross gauntlet and pistol, with wings coming off the circle.
Yeah.
I don't. Do we know what that symbol is then with the stars?
Do you know? I will make you have a roll. I think one of you automatically knows.
Is it the forest or God? What was that word?
Honor, you automatically know who that banner is.
I'm trying to look it up because I like.
Then I should recognize it, having trained with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. Kobold.
It is the symbol.
Commandery of Kobold.
No.
Nope, that's me.
Where we've arrived. The stars would be your order.
Sorry, I got the guns and then the circle.
So on the zeppelin, there is a banner with 2 eyes and 3 stars.
Oh, that's Lithia.
Yes.
That's
I don't know that one. I know kobold and forest.
It's mine. Oh, it's my people.
Based on my background. Anything else?
Do I have to roll, or do I just get to know since I trained with them?
I'll let you know.
Okay. Then I go.
If you want to roll, it is going to be I'm going to say it's a level 2. So it's going to be intellect level 2 to instantly recognize it. Or you can just be like, hey, does anybody recognize that?
Nope.
Yeah, Shell's like, I don't care.
I wonder what brings the Stormbringers.
I don't. I'm checking my notes again because the last time we had anything to do with my order specifically was with the Blue Knight.
I just had the silly thought of the hand sign for or Honor's order is to put 2 fists above your head like this, so that you got eye, and then elbow, and your own head as the 3 stars.
No, it's just.
So the gates open to Kobold, letting you guys on in. As you come in, there are some cheers, and you can, in the courtyard, you can stop your motorcycles, and the doors of the keep open as a couple knights come out, and some of you might recognize Knight Commander Karina Bale. She is usually pretty graceful, but she comes out here with a leg in a cast. But she does her best. And she says, welcome home, my knights. I'm so happy that you have come home victorious. And thank you to this coterie of knights who rescued them and helped us in our time of need, since there was a great tempest that brought the endless horrors that we needed to deal with. It was one of the biggest storms we have seen in a long time. Please, get your bikes. Our servants and squires will get your bikes to the garage, and you can reload in the armory if you need. And there's food in the hall.
Ooh. I'm down for the food.
And you can join me there and tell me of your adventure and your quest. I'd like to know what exactly had happened.
As we go into the keep with her, I pause next to her and just hold out an elbow as an offer. And with a little side look to her to see if she'll take it. And if she just shakes her head, I'll drop the elbow and keep going. Otherwise,
Yeah, she's not going to take that. She's way too proud.
No.
I did it in a way to keep it subtle, but courteous to offer.
I mean, when she said, you can come in, she she flourishes with her crutch and does a little spin and puts it back down. And, she's kind of using her cane kind of like a little, Charlie Chaplin spin kind of deal. And, doing her best to make sure that, she still got it.
Like, wait, I need that still.
Still, courtesy is a mark of a good knight, so I was offering.
So some of the knights have been beaten up a little, and are like, it's not a lot, but there's like one or two knights that have like a broken arm or an arm in a sling because they like pulled something, and they need to rest it for a while.
I offer my abilities if they'd be of use.
They would definitely love some healing so they can get back into action as soon as possible.
Naturally. But of course, she's not going to, just roll up and start touching people without consent. I mean, this may be the apocalypse, but
so you'll have to use, I believe Repair Flesh is the one. Maybe.
I have Repair Flesh and I have Healing Touch.
Healing Touch.
Which is cheaper.
Yeah, Healing Touch is... Oh, wait, you have Alleviate. Yeah, you could attempt to cancel or cure one malady like disease or poison. They're not disease or poisoned.
Yeah.
This is going to be Repair Flesh.
Okay. Not Healing Touch. I see how it is. Do I have to do an intellect check? Nope. So
Does it?
I touched.
I think it does it just work when you touch? Yeah, there's no roll for this.
Yeah.
So you just spend the intellect points. So tell me, how many do you want to heal? There are, including the Knight Commander, there are 5 knights in total that could use. They're in various states of healing. Some are worse than others with broken bones. Some just have sprains, or they need to keep off their legs for a while for it to heal properly.
Yes. I'm afraid that I have forgotten again the brain cell of an orange house cat, as James put it earlier. So if it is 3 intellect points, but I have an edge of 2.
Each one would cost 1 intellect point.
Okay. I will do all 5.
Okay, you will spend 5 intellect points.
And there we go. And after that, I will probably need a rest of my own.
So yeah, these guys are hale, but they have like broken bones and stuff. By the way, I still think Elric's got like a broken bone.
I had the broken arm, but we fixed that at the town.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he needed repairs, not
That's
healing.
right. He needed repairs.
And I've already told that my repair steed wouldn't count. So
I mean, I'm sure he's been ridden before.
So, what kind of report do you bring
Consent?
to Karina Bale of House Coble?
I think we should let Llewellyn tell his part first, and then we'll pick up where we come in.
All right. Basically, he says, as commanded, we went to the town of Toril, Torlin, because there was word of endless horrors out there and weird magical goings on. We found a keep, and there was a veen on the premises, and also a great artifact, the Winter Grail. The veen tried to abscond with it, but with the help of a local spirit, I was able to unlock one of the greater powers, which allowed me to freeze the entire area in a endless winter. Unfortunately, that froze myself and my comrades and put us in a state of hibernation. From there, I'll let the coterie that came to save us tell their story.
I give a quick look to see if Elric or Honor wishes to speak first before opening my own mouth.
We traveled through this endless winter, cold enough to freeze up our bikes and prevent travel. Marched into the keep, dispatched a myriad of undead and these rat-like creatures warped by the storm.
as well as something that was an ooze, and
Yeah, some
before
sort of
finding the veen.
When we arrived at the location of the Grail, we engaged in combat with a veen, dispatched it, and began to break down the enchantment that kept our compatriots frozen. At which point, it summoned some sort of golem or construct made of ice.
Yes, I had forgotten. One of the things that I was able to do was protect the enchantment with a guardian.
Most
I apologize. I did not know that you guys that your coterie had to fight that creature. I hope nobody was hurt.
It didn't last long in a fight against us.
what was
As
most
I recall, I think it was Elric and I each shot it once, and that was it.
Yeah, shot it in the face point blank, and it just died.
Honor kind of waves that away. She goes, what's most concerning is that the veen we encountered had an odd level of intelligence and used magic and was familiar with essentially the scientific method and managed to get its hands on an artifact. He was performing twisted necromantic rituals, and there were, as Elric mentioned, the undead.
If the veen can, if the veen can unlock the power of the artifacts, if they understand that there are more of these things here, and they get a hold of them, that could spell disaster for Sankara. We cannot let that happen, no matter what.
Take the Winter Grail out and set it on the table in front of me. With the help of that same spirit, I was able to undo the enchantment you had put on it. We retrieved it.
Eladin says, Leonis, Night Fair Strike, when you undid my enchantment, did you see the crystal disc?
Out of character, it's been so long, I'm not sure.
You have no idea what he's talking
The answer
about.
is no. I was focused on the weave itself, and I managed to be able to link into various loops and just pull it until it disintegrated on its own.
That's... Maybe turning it off does not need a greater... activate a greater ability. I was guided by the ghost, the wizarded spirit you said is Barrick.
Yes, that was his name.
To a grand crystal disc, which I stood upon. The artifact it seemed to stretch beyond the confines of regular physics. The Winter Grail was as large as a glacier, and I could see all of Sankara. I don't know if that was real, or it was something that the artifact was showing me.
Could be both.
I don't, or maybe it was something Barrick did to me. But this vision felt very real. I didn't talk about it until now because I did not know. I did not understand, and I still don't understand it. And I don't want to. Well, let's just say that it was a very intense experience.
You are not a magic user normally, am I correct?
No, well, yes, I am a Stormbringer.
Then I do not understand why Barrick chose to share more knowledge with me while he shielded you. But what few memory fragments of his remain in my head, whatever he did in guiding you, he was shielding you from something else. Perhaps by the time I got to the Grail, Barrick had lost enough strength transferring knowledge to me, he couldn't do anything else. And I just had to use the knowledge he had given me already.
Well, whatever happened, I'm not sure I could do it again without help.
I think I have unlocked some greater levels of magic, but I do not fully understand them yet. Out of character, I want to take a new magic ability based on that, but I'm waiting for the experience points.
The bell rings again, and you guys hear motorcycles. And the doors open, and in walks a few knights, including Tahara Kenshin, Knight Commander of Lithia. And he says, why the fuck do we have a greater artifact sitting out in the middle of this hall without any protection for anybody else? This thing could turn this entire hall into a snowstorm, and I'm fucking cross about it.
It waits to be commanded. It does not act on its own.
This thing should be in the possession of Librarian Harith. At Castle True, not sitting out here waiting to destroy half of Sankara.
We merely have not had time to return to Castle True yet.
Karina Bale says, Knight Commander Kenshin, please take a seat and try and hold your temper. He kind of bristles and says like, bitch, under his mouth, under his breath, and takes a seat.
Honor is sitting there like, I hate it when mommy is right, even though they're not, but it feels like home.
I apologize to Knight Commander Tension. I will be speaking with you shortly about the things that we need to discuss, but this coterie of knights here was in the middle of their epic quest, which they have just come home from.
We've been fully
throw back up and put it back into the bag of holding.
Pardon me. Oh, God. Like I said, I'm still getting over it.
Yeah. Honor says,
lungs are sacs that sit below our throat.
Honor says, after that brand new sentence, we have been fully debriefed on our parts in retrieving said artifact, Knight Commander. And we were about to explain what happened afterwards that prevented us from immediately returning to get the greater artifact into the hands of the librarian.
Well,
She's got her hand on
the
her
librarian, under my supervision, has been working hard at unlocking the secrets of the Earth Sword. We feel we are almost there, and we would like to use it to reconstruct the land bridge between Frontier and Southreach. And we were hoping, because this coterie is the reason we got the Earth Sword, that they could give us some sort of idea of what they know about it, what the Blue Knight was doing with it. If she unlocked that power, what she did with it.
From what we could tell, she only was using minor effects, lifting land in one place, lowering it in another.
Have you unlocked the power of the Grail?
I have only been able to use the lesser form of freezing a 10-foot area.
God damn it. And Eladin says, I have unlocked the power, but I'm not sure I could do it again. And he's like, Karina, I want him. And she's like, you just want him? And it's like, I think it would benefit all of us and the people of Sankara if, I mean, he's not going to join my commandery or anything. I just need him to unlock this Earth Sword so we can get that land bridge. Do you understand what it could mean for the Sankaran people and for us getting around Sankara if we had another land bridge that went from Covenant all the way down to Aragon? Could you imagine that?
Sir, he was only able to use the greater ability with the help of a long dead spirit that has now faded.
A long dead spirit. A long dead spirit.
His name was Beric.
How do we get him back?
We can't.
What do you mean you can't get him back? How did you find him in the first place?
We were in his keep that he was haunting. He used the last of his energy to give us the ability to retrieve the Winter Grail.
Do you have any of his stuff?
Some of it. Nothing of much use for the artifacts themselves.
Excellent. Whatever knowledge he imparted with you and whatever artifacts you have that we can use to gain more information, we can use those to unlock the Earth Sword, right? You think?
Honor immediately pulls out Beric's spellbook and the Wand of Magic Detection.
Look at that.
You will want to be very careful. The book is several centuries old.
I thought I was surrounded by assholes, but we got a smart one over here. Good job, Night Dawnfire. I'm
Thank you.
so happy you're here. All right. So, I think we're going to group all of you guys together. Get whatever information to help us unlock that sword. And we're going to have a big-ass celebration as we raise up the fallen Earth Bridge and connect Sankara like it's never been connected before. What do you say?
It is a lofty ideal.
It's a motherfucking honor is what it is.
Yeah, all right.
What do I call you guys, this coterie here?
Badass.
Not exactly inaccurate, but considering we're all getting this honor due to Barrick and his sacrifice of the last of his energy, I think his name should be involved in that as an honor to him.
Barracks squad.
I like that.
Barrack Squad it is. Knight Bale. Knight Commander Bale. You got all the panache in the world. And she says, she just kind of shrugs and is like, of course I do. You think you can get a symbol for Barrack Squad and that they can hang? I don't see why not. All right. Congratulations. We'll get you a symbol. We'll paint it on your bikes, or we'll paint it on a piece of cloth that you can hang from your bikes. What do you say?
That would be an honor, sir.
What do you want on your symbol? We can put that spell book on the symbol. We can put the grail on your symbol. We can put the earth sword on your symbol. We can put all three.
I think there should be a crown of fire at the top.
I love it.
What do the
It
rest
should
of
be blue, because Shockwave has blue hair, right? Blue mohawk. Yep. She looks at him, and she also wears a lot of blue. It should involve the color blue.
blue background, crown of flames over Barrick's spellbook?
Good idea.
Elric, you have anything to add to it?
Not in the slightest.
All right.
Robotic middle finger would be awesome for boom.
Karina says, if I could add something, instead of simply Barrack Squad, how about you call yourselves Barrack's Bolt? As in a bolt
Barrack's
of lightning.
Badasses.
I like
All right. Barrack's Bolt it is.
Pressing F to show respect. That was a good one.
And also, we're just BBs.
I still like the BS for short, because
BS for sure. Pardon me. Woo! I got so much phlegm all deep in here. I have the phlegm stores. Would you like some? I could give you so much phlegm.
No.
Honor, alleviate that.
I'm afraid to touch him.
You
All
can
right,
just
guys.
alleviate yourself after.
I want to congratulate you all for ending the Vile Heart. You also give the stuff. You also tell them about the Vile Heart, I'm sure, and what all
And how
that
we killed the
entails.
second Veen there.
That they have all these telepathic technologies that need to be connected to a life source in order to keep surviving. Otherwise, they will decompose, and that the fortress itself was what? Why do you think the fortress was decomposing?
Combination. First was the removal of the telepathic skulls, causing the initial slow decline, but then removing the nutrient source caused it to move faster.
Anybody else have a different idea?
The crazy monkey's life force was tied to it.
I mean, that's a solid assumption.
Okay. We'll let
Corey
that,
wanted to move the plot forward.
we'll let that be the assumption for now. It was the skull thing that destroyed. Removing that was like removing the special like magical artifact from the temple that made it all crumble and fall.
Okay, yeah.
It's that trope.
I also thought you just wanted the plot to go forward, and you're like, okay, it's sinking. Get the fuck out of it.
No, I kind of expected it after removing the skull to begin with that something would start decaying. And I'm pretty sure cutting off the nutrient flow made it worse.
Okay, guys. That is it. That's all I have for the Vile Heart. It's the end of that game. The next adventure will be you guys starting in the city of, the city of Broom, and the commandery of, or the bastion of Argon. No, the commandery of Argon.
Going back to my home base.
Yes, because there is a missing land bridge there. And the idea is to use the Earth Sword to rise it back up. And there will be adventure around that.
That's pretty epic.
No pressure or anything. No big deal.
So I'll have to figure out what the name of this adventure is. I am going to make a bespoke adventure around this. So we'll see how that goes. Experience points. I need to give out experience points.
The one gripe I have with this game, this system still, you can't annoy the shit out of the GM every session by asking, GM, do we level up?
All right, I get to award each PC 1 XP for removing the Veen and Horde from this area. So everybody gets 1 XP. Award them 1 XP for freeing the prisoners and getting them safely away from the Vile Heart. You get a 2nd XP. And an additional XP for bringing the telepathic book back to Castle True. No.
So 3 XP?
So 2 XP for concluding the adventure. Then, if you are tier 3, you get 1 extra XP for a total of 3. If you are tier 2, you get an extra 2 XP. And if you're tier 1, you get 4 XP.
Ooh.
On top of the 2 you get from concluding the adventure.
Got 6 XP.
I would also like to give everybody a hero point. I'll give you 2 hero points.
Ooh.
Yay.
Because you know we're going to need them.
And
right.
that is that. This is the first time I actually decided to give the Gunslinger Knights personalities and that kind of stuff. So I hope you enjoyed that.
That
By
was
next
fun.
session, I'll have the name of my lord to you and a description of them. Beyond, they're a little stupid on certain things.
By the way, it says Tahara Kenshin, Knight Commander of Lithia, is a foul-mouthed leader who never leaves an insult unsaid.
Oh, my personality is clashing with Elric's because Elric isn't going to say anything. He's a penitent knight. He feels sorry for living.
Whereas
But
me,
I
I was speaking up because I was the representative of Argonne in this council.
yeah.
And
Like, man, are you always an asshole?
Yeah, that's what
why
it
Honor's
says.
kind of like, I'm rather used to this as my knight commander. I'm going to keep my hand on my suit of common ground just in case, where nobody can see.
Karina Bale says, is a marvel of lithe dexterity and deadly grace. Watching her walk across the drill field is like watching a performance, but to see her entering the combat, shooting, striking, and moving everywhere at once is like a revelation.
That's kind
She's
of
kind of the John Wick of the Gunslinger Knights.
I want to be her when I grow up.
Corey,
Yes.
I have enough for her to take one advancement. I would like to make it an improved version of hedge magic called minor magic that would, like hedge magic is limited to cantrips, this would be limited to like first and second equivalent spells with no combat applications. Because combat application spells you have to buy individually and have all of those, but have this where I could do some little things more powerful than hedge magic. Or maybe you say it's only level 1. I don't care.
Okay. What tier are
This
you?
would be a custom created one due to Barrick's knowledge being added to me.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you minor magic, and we will remove Barrick's spellbook from Brenna's stuff, and all of the spells in Barrick's spellbook you can cast under minor magic. How's that sound?
And what would be the point cost for that? I'm going to assume it's at least 2 because hedge magic is 1.
So let me just check here what Barrick's spellbook has. It has Charm, Detect Magic, Magic Missile, and Sleep. I'm going to say it costs 3 intellect to cast these spells.
Okay.
And when the spell is against another creature, you still have to make like an attack roll or like you have to make a roll against their level.
Yeah, it does have roll abilities next to it. It just counts as like trained for all ability purposes. So what were those spells again? Charm?
Let me grab it all.
I think you will all be glad to know that I bought healing skill for medicine and stuffs.
There you go.
Is there a list of skills somewhere to buy?
If you go to the book next to the gears, at the top of the sidebar, and if you click on that, then click on CSRD Compendium, and then
you're sorry. Yeah, I was looking in the book, like the Cypher book. All right.
Oh, sorry.
There are no skills in the Cypher book. Skills are you make it up, and I say yes or no. So under character creation, though,
click on the book in the game.
Yeah, next to the gears, because I will pull up the list under character creation, and I'll just search for things.
Here's the thing. Under the CRD Compendium, character creation, there's skills basic and skills expanded. Any skill that has like a shield next to it, I don't think you can take because that's a combat skill. So, like, when you get a skill level up, it can't be a combat skill unless it specifically says combat skill. There are 2 loopholes to that. 1, you can get a skill for an ability that is a attack ability. So if you have like if you can throw an energy blast, you can have a skill in that energy blast throw. But speed defense, might defense, light weapons, medium weapons, those are all combat skills, and you have to get those through abilities.
And I'm assuming I can delete the stuff about it being a book because it's now innate.
Honor, do you give up your book to your knight commander so he can use it to...
I already did when he said, whipped out the book and the wand.
Okay, cool. Excellent.
And he complimented me.
Okay. That is, I guess that's it. Unless anybody has anything else, we can wrap up the game and wrap up the stream. So thank you all for watching this live or this as a recorded stream. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you like our little RPG and didn't mind me coughing this episode. I apologize. I've been sick for like a month. It's been pretty bad. Make sure you check out our Patreon. Make sure you check out Howard's new easy roleplay system. Talk about it. Give a pitch, Howard.
The Easy RP system is probably the most simple system you'll ever come across. I designed it for people that are new to role playing, that are intimidated by the stack of books and the crazy shaped dice. It's down to one die, D20, but one die. And you can make a character for any genre of any game, and you can do it within minutes instead of hours. And it's also a lot of fun. And hopefully, really soon, we'll run one or two one shots on the Dead Unicorn, and I'll show everybody how to play. And it's a lot of fun. I hope that some of y'all that are here now will play with us. That's it for the Easy RP system.
All right.
Oh, it is available on itch.io, and we'll put a link below. I'll send it to Corey.
I will get a link on this channel for it. On this video. Okay. Is there anything else I need to talk about before we go? I don't think so. We'll be back next week, God willing. From Brenna, Howard, Logan, James, my name is Corey. Go roll some dice.